Hare Krishna. Welcome back to our Swadhyaya online reading retreat labs presents Power of SAP, the Gateway to Spirituality program. In this, we have started two series. One is Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam series every day morning and Bhagavad Gita daily series in the evening, 8:30 p.m. in Indian Standard Time. And these are pre-recorded mostly, and we will be having played every schedule, so our schedule, or like it will be live stream the YouTube channel itself. And in the meanwhile, I would recommend to read the hard copy and appear those quizzes, which will be going to happen in the upcoming days. So with that note, we will be going to start with today's chapter. So in the last session, we have done from verse number 33 to verse number 50, where we have seen Lord Rama's coronation as the king of Ayodhya, how the good governance would be exclusively. That is the one major part. Okay, we have read, and today we are going to start with the third part of it. That is verse number 51 to verse number 55. Okay, with this we will be completing the chapter today itself. And this today's part has the two parts. Verse number 51 to 53 talks about the ideal government of Lord Rama. Verse number 54 to 55 talks about the ideal qualities of Lord Rama and Mother Sita. With that note, so we will be reading the chapter, and I'm reading from the hard copy as usual. So you can always have the hard copy from the nearest discount center. And let's then continue with this chapter number 10, verse number 51. Lord Ramachandra became the king during Treta Yuga, but because of his good government, the age was like Satya Yuga. Everyone was religious and completely happy. Purport. Among the four yugas, Satya, Treta, Dwapara, and Kali, the Kali Yuga is the worst. But if the process of Varnashrama Dharma is introduced even in this age of Kali, the situation of Satya Yuga can be invoked. The Hare Krishna movement or Krishna conscious movement is meant for this purpose. Kaler Kaler dosa nidhi rajan asti kya eko mahan guna Kirtanad eva Krishnasya mukta sangam param prajit. My dear king, although Kali Yuga is full of faults, there is still one good quality about this age. Simply by chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, one can become free from material bondage and be promoted to the transcendental kingdom. Bhagavatam 12.3.51. If people take to this Sankirtana movement of chanting Hare Krishna Hare Rama, they will certainly be freed from the contamination of Kali Yuga, and the people of this age will be happy, as people were in Satya Yuga, the golden age. Anyone, anywhere can easily take to this Hare Krishna movement. One need only chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, observe the rules and regulations, and stay free from the contamination of sinful life. Even if one is sinful and cannot give up the sinful life immediately, if he chants the Hare Krishna Mahamantra with devotion and faith, he will certainly be freed from all sinful activities and his life will be successful. Param Vijay Sri Krishna Sankirtan. This is the blessing of Lord Ramachandra who has appeared in this age of Kali as Lord Gaurasundara. We'll go to the next verse, verse number 52. Translation. O Maharaja Parikshit, best of the Bharata dynasty, during the reign of Lord Ramachandra, the forests, the rivers, the hills, and the mountains, the states, the seven islands, and the seven seas were all favorable in supplying the necessities of life for all living beings. Verse number 53. When Lord Ramachandra, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, was the king of this world, all bodily and mental suffering, disease, old age, and bereavement, lamentation, distress, fear, and fatigue were completely absent. There was even no death for those who didn't want it. Purport. All these facilities existed because of Lord Ramachandra's presence as the king of the entire world. A similar situation could be introduced immediately, even in this age called Kali, the worst of all ages. It is said, Kali Kale Namarupi Krishna Avatar. Krishna descends in this Kali Yuga in the form of his holy name, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama. If you chant offenselessly, Rama and Krishna are still present in this age. The kingdom of Rama was immensely popular and beneficial, and the spreading of this Hare Krishna movement can immediately introduce a similar situation even in this Kali Yuga. Verse number 54 translation. Lord Ramachandra took a vow to accept only one wife and have no connection with any other women. He was a saintly king, and everything in his character was good, untinged by qualities like anger. He taught good behavior for everyone, especially for householders. In terms of Varnashrama Dharma, thus he taught the general public by his personal activities. Perfect. Ekapatni Vrata, accepting only one wife, was the glorious example set by Lord Ramachandra. One should not accept more than one wife. In those days, of course, people did marry more than one wife. Even Lord Ramachandra's father accepted more wives than one. But Lord Ramachandra, as an ideal king, accepted only one wife, Mother Sita. When Mother Sita was kidnapped by Ravana and Rakshasas, Lord Ramachandra, as the supreme personality of Godhead, could have married hundreds and thousands of Sitas. But to teach us how faithful he was to his wife, he fought with Ravana and finally killed him. Lord punished Ravana and rescued his wife to instruct men to have only one wife. Lord Ramachandra acted only one wife and manifested sublime character, thus setting an example for householders. A householder should live according to the ideal of Lord Ramachandra. So, how to be a perfect person, being a householder or living with a wife and children is never condemned, provided one lives according to the regulative principles of Varnashrama Dharma. Those who live in accordance with these principles, whether as householders, brahmacharis, or banaprasthas, are all equally important. Moving to the next verse, that's the last verse of this chapter, verse number 55. Translation. Mother Sita was very submissive, faithful, shy, and chaste, always understanding the attitude of her husband. Thus, by her character and her love and service, she completely attracted the mind of the Lord. Purport. As Lord Ramachandra is the ideal husband, Ekapatni Vrata, Mother Sita is the ideal wife. Such a combination makes family life very happy. Yad yad acharati shreshthas tad evataro janaha, evataro janaha. Whatever example a great man sets, common people follow. In the kings, the leaders, and the brahmanas, the teachers, the would set forth the examples we receive from Vedic literature. The entire world would be heaven. Indeed, there will be no longer be hellish conditions within this material world. Thus, and the Bhaktivedanta purpose of the ninth canto, 10th chapter of the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, entitled The Pastimes of the Supreme Lord Ramachandra. So with this, we have completed this chapter, chapter number 10 of canto number 9 today. So next we will go and do a recap. So we have read today the last part, verse number 51 to 55, the Rama Rajya, the rule of the Lord Rama. And first part we have seen the ideal government of Lord Rama. We have seen verse number 51 to 53, how a government should be and everything, right? The qualities and everything we have seen, right? And verse number 54 to 55, we have seen the ideal qualities, okay, of Lord Rama and Mother Sita, right? So this is the part, and if you go to the Kindle as well, so you have seen here uh, the last part we have seen, that is verse number 50 to 55. 50 to 55, good citizenship cannot be enforced by law and ordinances. The citizen must be trained in the Varnashrama system by a king or president who is a Rajya. So this was the learning for today. So this is already we have seen. And verse number 51 and 53 we have seen in the good government of Rama. So we have seen in Treta Yuga, in the 24th Yuga cycle, in Vaivashvata Manvantara was like Satya Yuga, and everyone was completely happy, right? This one we have seen, and also we have seen to a recap The forest, rivers, hills, mountains, states, even island and seven seas supplied the necessities of living beings. All bodily and mental suffering, this is where absent. All the things were absent is so desire, right? And this is something we have seen, right? And ideal qualities of Lord Ramachandra, we have seen he vowed to accept only one wife. He was saintly king with pure character. Third part is by his personal conduct and activities, taught good behavior to the householders, right? That is we have seen. And when Sita Devi was kidnapped by Ravana, Rama could have married thousands of Sitas, but to instruct men to have only one wife and to be faithful to her, Rama fought with Ravana and destroyed Sita. This is these are the different good qualities of Lord Ramachandra we have seen. Similarly, ideal qualities of Mother Sita Devi we have seen. Sita Devi was by her love, service, and character, by her submissiveness, faith, shyness, fear, and by understanding her husband's mood. Sita completely attracted the mind of Lord Rama. So this is something we have seen is in this chapter, right? So this is we have read today. Hmm. Mother Sita was very submissive, faithful. So this is the last verse, verse number 55 we have seen today. So with this, we have completed. So this is also again basically Yad Shad Acharya Shastras. That is again repeat. Whatever example a great person sets, common people follow. The kings, the leaders, and the brahmanas, the teachers will set forth the examples we receive from the Vedic literature. The entire world would be heaven, not hell. Right? So this is something we have seen today. In the next session, we will be continuing with the next chapter. That is to go to the chapter number 11, we're going to start that chapter in the next session onwards, right? That is Lord Ramachandra rules the world. So this is the entire ninth canto is having total 24 chapters. And today we have finished the chapter number 10. We have another 14 chapters to go. So stay tuned and lessons, make notes while preparing, and also at the same time prepare quizzes. We'll be having Kahoot quizzes on this, right? Upcoming days. Okay. So with this, we'll stop here. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai.